For my new student dialogue, we talked about the privileges that come with age. We talked about different things that you're allowed to do when you reach a certain age in America as opposed to in other countries. Some of them were very surprising. For example, the low drinking ages and high voting ages in some areas in the world. But as I'm sure you know, in America you have to be 18 to vote and 21 to drink. Because this affects people our age the most, that's what we mainly talked about in my dialogue. Almost everyone agreed that you should be 18 to drink and 18 to vote. And almost everyone who said that was 18. There was one older girl who said that you should be 25 to be able to vote. But besides that, it was pretty much agreed that 18 was the correct voting age. As far as drinking goes, that's where people did differ in their views. Some people thought that it was better to have a low drinking age, bringing up the argument of if they're able to fight in the army, they should be able to sip a cold one with their parents or something. But I do think that the drinking age should be 18, but I don't think that's really a valid reason. But most people did not agree with the current drinking age, and different things were brought up, such as that it makes it more likely for kids to get in trouble because they want to do it because it's something they're not allowed to do. And it also brings up the idea of fake IDs and just like breaking the law at a young age and just things that aren't good, and unsafe drinking because they think that they have to sneak it. So that was a lot of people's reasoning for why it should be lowered, so that people can be like, they can know how to drink safely before they turn 21. I thought that my group did not achieve true dialogue. I thought that there were a lot of moments where everyone was quiet and just waiting for someone else to talk. There were definitely a few people who talked more in the class. I think I was one of them. Towards the beginning, not so much at the end, but they were basically just directing the conversation. But the problem was that most people who were being vocal all agreed, so it was just basically saying the same ideas back and forth instead of creating opposing viewpoints to argue and find a common goal, because most people already had the common opinion. There were a lot of people who were very reserved in the class, and I think they were shy to talk, and they maybe just felt like they had the same ideas that were being vocalized, so they didn't feel like they had anything extra to add to the table. I thought that this is a part of Library 100 because it gives us an opportunity to meet people who we wouldn't normally meet probably, and talk about something that people have very strong opinions about with complete strangers, and just be able to, without like having emotions attached, be able to really like dig deep into the conversation. But I think because my group didn't really achieve true dialogue, it didn't really work for us. But I think that the idea of the new student dialogue would definitely be a useful tool for the freshman experience. I thought that the role that I played in my group was, I was the only one who volunteered to read my information sheet, the pie chart, where you talk about different parts of your life. I was the only one who volunteered to read that. So I guess I kind of feel like when there was like an awkward silence, I just stepped in because someone needed to talk, and I just felt comfortable doing so. I think I came into it thinking that you should be 18 to vote and 18 to drink, and I came out of it with the same opinion. Nothing changed for me. I see people's opinions. I understand where the girl was coming from when she said that you should be 25, because she raised just the idea that our brains aren't fully developed yet and you should just wait so that good decisions all around could be made. But I still think that that's much too old. I think drinking should even be younger, but I think that in the society we have established, it probably wouldn't work. But I totally understand why in Europe and other countries around the world it's a younger age. I thought that this was a good thing for our class, or for being a freshman, I thought it was interesting. I liked how you got to pick what you talked about, and the lady running it was very nice, and she was a good leader. She made it clear that she wasn't afraid of having silence, so if we were to talk, or if we weren't going to talk, then that's just what it would be, so we might as well talk to make it interesting. So I liked that she brought that idea to the table. I thought that an improvement that could be made was not spending so much time talking about what a dialogue is, because I think that everyone kind of understood. I think that it only needs like just a brief overview. I don't think everyone needs to like read through every single bullet point made and like discuss every single one. And I just thought that everyone understood and got the point after just a few moments.